Assalamu alaikum students, and welcome back to your English class, and I hope you enjoyed your Eid vacations and your Eid as well. So students, today we are going to do textbook work, and open your page number 58 and also take out your pencils. Mention date on your page. Today is 11/8/2020 and day is Tuesday. Today we are going to do the topic of the punctuation, that is capitalization, punctuation marks and formatting in addresses. When we are going to write address, okay, we are going to use all these things in writing the address. For example, look at this, comma, okay, capitalization, capital words where we have to use the capital letter, and where we are going to use the punctuation marks, okay. So study the punctuation in the business address below. This is the punctuation and it is a business address. And in this, what we have to notice the capitalization, the comma and the full stop, okay. अच्छा जी, whenever we are going to write our address, we are going to use all these things in those addresses, okay. Did you notice the following points? Miss dot full stop Alba, and it is starting with capital letter Alba Chade, okay. C is starting with name is starting with capital letter, then manager, and then comma, product delivery and distribution, Rose Beauty and Health, rejuvenating spa, C165 KDA extension 1A, Karsaz Road, Karachi, Pakistan. Okay, did you following the following points? Capitalization. First of all, we are going to discuss about the capitalization. Capitalization is used to show proper nouns such as status of individuals, for example, Miss, names of individuals such as Alba Chede, titles, positions such as a manager, and the names of places such as Karsaz Road and Karachi, and the names of countries, for instance, Pakistan. And from your childhood, okay, from your first class, you are reading that whenever we are going to write a name of a person, the first letter will be capital. Whenever we are going to write the name of a country, a name of a city, a name of a place, so we are going to use the first letter capital of that area, okay. And these are the proper nouns, okay. All these are the proper nouns. What are the proper nouns? In which we specify someone, okay. And what are the common nouns? In which we are discussing collectively, okay. Like boys, okay. But whenever I am pointing out only Ali, that is proper noun, okay. And whenever we use capital, when we are going to tell the status of individual, for example, Miss or Mrs. or Sir, okay, or Mr., then names of the individuals, and then the position of the person, okay, that he's a manager, he's an engineer, or whatever he or she is, and then the name of the places and name of a country or the roads or whatever it is, okay. Then the comma is used in addresses to separate the title, position, and the department such as manager, product delivery and distribution, and separate the state, city, and the country such as Karachi, Pakistan. We have used it for these 2-3 purposes. We have used comma, okay, in which we have separate the title or the position of a person of that company, and then in which we have we separate the name of a state, name of a city, name of a country, for example Karachi, then comma, and then Pakistan. It is clearing that Karachi is a city and the Pakistan is a country, and Karachi is the city of Pakistan, okay. Then the full stop is used in addresses to indicate that words like Mr. or Mrs. are abbreviations, okay. Thus full stop is telling us that Mr. and Mrs. is an abbreviation of some word, okay. Then new information is given in a new line. Generally, the format or layout of a business address is as follows: name of recipient, position, comma, department, name of company, unit number, road name, area of location, province, state, country. We are going to use all of them in a separate layout, in a separate line, okay. In pairs, examine the business address below and identify the use of capitalization and punctuation marks. State their purpose. Doctor, this is the abbreviation of doctor, and this is a Matthew Gray, name of a person. And then next one, this is a business address, so we are going to write second thing in the next line, that he is the senior pediatrician. ठीक है, Aga Khan Hospital, and road, which road this hospital is, off Stadium Road, and where in Karachi, where Karachi is located, where it is in Pakistan. ठीक है, okay जी. Now take out your activity books. We are going to solve the exercise for this one. Open your page number 47 of your activity book. This is exercise 3E. Date is 11/8/2020 and Tuesday is Tuesday. Punctuation, exercise 3E. Capitalization, punctuation marks, and formatting in addresses. Read this passage. Miss Adila Sehgal is currently working as a clerk in Clifton, Karachi. She lives in a house on a street called Tariq Road in an area called PECHS. The unit number of her residence is 17. Miss Adila is from a province called Punjab. Her house is located along a road named Lakeview and its unit number is house number D126, Gulberg Town. It is in a city named Lahore. Miss Adila decides to write home. She wants to direct her letter to her father, Mr. Raza Sehgal. She also needs to include her current address so that her family can send her a reply. And what we have to do, help Miss Adila write out the addresses on the envelopes on the next page so that her letter will reach her family in Indonesia and her family can respond her. Use the format in the textbook as a guide and remember to use the necessary punctuation marks accurately. अब हमें क्या करना है, we have to write the address for the help of Miss Adila, so she can write a letter to her family who are living in Indonesia and they have told us everything in this passage. ठीक है, now move to the next page. To whom she is writing the address, to Mr. Raza Sehgal. And what is the house number? House, then colon D, put hashtag over here. House number D-126, Lakeview, Gulberg Town, comma Gulberg Town. Where it is in Punjab, comma Lahore, comma, and then to the next line, Pakistan. ठीक है, from whom Miss Adila Sehgal, and she is a clerk, then comma, where she is living in Clifton, comma Karachi, 17, comma Tariq Road, PECHS, कराची, पाकिस्तान. ठीक है, now again take out your textbook and open your page number 60. Writing to thank someone. For example, we are writing a letter to someone and we are asking him or her and writing him thank you. ठीक है, so what will be the procedure or what will be the format? A letter of gratitude is written to thank someone formally for something that had been done. One of the features of such a letter is the use of formal language. Formal language is usually used in an exchange among people of different status or with those whom we do not know well or are not close to. It tends to be more serious in nature and is generally not emotional. Okay, so what they are saying, that the first feature of this writing this letter is that we are going to use the formal language. When we use formal language, when we are going to say thanks to the other people, but we don't know them very well, okay, we are not friendly to those people. Maybe those people are related to our work, or maybe they are related to our colleagues. They will be our colleagues, they are not like our friends, okay, we are not very close to them. So we are going to use the formal language in those type of letters. So and formal letters or formal language is like it will be more serious than your personal letters, okay. In personal letters you can use your own and simple language, okay, but in the formal letters or in the formal language you are not going to use emotional type of things, okay. So in this exercise what we have to do, in this one they have a formal language, and in this they have the informal equivalent, okay, or informal language. What we have to do, look at the formal language in the table below and match it with its informal equivalent. These are the formal type of languages for these sentences, okay. We have to match it with the correct one. First one is, your kind assistance would be greatly appreciated. What will be the more suitable informal equivalent for this? And this one is more suitable for this. I will be glad for your help. Then I look forward to a favorable reply. I hope you will agree. A prompt reply will be appreciated. Hope to hear from you soon. I have received the cards. I have got the cards. Thank you for sending me the cards. Thanks for the cards. So this was the informal equivalent for the formal languages. Okay. So again, take out your activity books and open your page number 49. Read comprehension. Factual information is documented and organized in information reports. Read the following information report. This is the information report about the smallpox. What is smallpox? Smallpox is a highly contagious viral infection. Contagious, very harmful, okay. The only way we can avoid smallpox is through preventive measures like vaccination. Fortunately for us, smallpox is now eradicated after a successful worldwide vaccination program. The last case of disease occurred in the United States. As a result of the successful program, routine vaccination against the diseases has ceased. So this was a very this was like an epidemic in the previous time, okay. And nowadays we have COVID-19 or corona, but in past years we have smallpox like epidemic, okay. So but now it has eradicated after so many vaccinations, and the last case was in the United States so long ago. Okay, how is it spread? How smallpox was easily spreaded? A virus known as variola virus is spread through direct and prolonged face-to-face contact from one person to another. Apart from this virus can also spread through direct contact with the infected person's bodily fluids and contaminated objects. Therefore, anyone suffering from smallpox must be quarantined to prevent the spread of the virus. After reading this, I feel like these symptoms are like coronavirus, but how this disease was spread? It was spread with the face-to-face contact, and when the person or one person touches any kind of fluids of other person, of the infected person's body, okay. And how can it we can save one person to from this smallpox? We can be easily quarantined him or her, okay. Signs and symptoms. What are the signs and symptoms of the smallpox? A person who is affected by smallpox does not feel sick until 12 to 14 days after the virus is passed to him or her. He will feel sick after 12 to 14 days. This period of time is known as the incubation period. At this stage, Smallpox is not contagious. After that, the affected person may experience a fever, body ache, and in severe cases, vomiting. In this time, he won't feel any kind of problems in his body, but after that, he will feel fever, body ache, and severe cases of vomiting. Okay, and as a result, he usually feels very weak and sick. This is when the disease might spread to others, and this is the time when he is feeling fever, body ache, and severe cases of vomiting. This is the time when he can pass this disease to the other people. Within the 2 days after the onset of a fever and body ache, a rash will appear on the affected person. When he will start feeling the fever, the rash will be appear on his body. At first, the rash will take the form of small red spots. सबसे पहले क्या बनेगा, आपकी बॉडी पे red small spots बनेंगे, ठीक है, on the person's tongue, so आपकी tongue पे बनेंगे, ठीक है. These spots will eventually break open, and at this stage, small pox becomes extremely contagious. देन फिर क्या होगा, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता वो थोड़े बड़े होते जाएंगे और फिर वो फट जाएंगे वहाँ पे, और फिर वो बहुत ज़्यादा ख़राब हो जाएंगे. A rash will appear on the person's face and body. Then those rashes will appear on your face or not on your face, on the affected person, ठीक है. This rash will be appear on his face and body. As a rash appears, when rash appears on the affected person's body, the fever usually subsides. Over time, the rash will become raised bumps and then be filled with a thick liquid. The bumps often have a depression in the center, a characteristic of the disease. Soon after that, scabs start to form and the bumps become sharply raised and firm. By the second week after the rash appears, all the sores will have turned to scabs. Eventually, these scabs will dry and peel off. However, the disease remains contagious throughout these stages until the scabs have fallen off. Scars are left after the scabs fall off. What will happen? वो जो रैश होगी उसके अंदर थोड़ी सी पीप बनेगी, ठीक है. पीप, फिर वो पीप जो है वो एक बम्प की तरह बनेगी, गोल दायरे की तरह बनेगी, एंड देन इट विल ब्लास्ट आउट, ठीक है. वो फट जाएगी वहाँ से, और फिर फटने के बाद वहाँ पे निशान पड़ जाएंगे आपकी स्किन के ऊपर, ठीक है, खड्डे टाइप सा निशान पड़ जाएगा. फिर आहिस्ता आहिस्ता वो मेडिसिन और के साथ क्योर हो जाएगा, ठीक है. हाउ डेंजरस इज़ स्मॉल पॉक्स, कितना डेंजरस है ये स्मॉल पॉक्स. स्मॉल पॉक्स इज़ अ सीरियस इन्फेक्शियस एंड समटाइम्स फैटल डिजीज़. It is a infectious and sometimes it is a very fatal disease. Fatal disease a very ऐसी बीमारी जो ख़तरनाक होती है, ठीक है. If a single case occurs again anywhere in the world, it will be considered a global medical emergency. अगर इसका कोई केस दोबारा से कंट्री में या वर्ल्ड में कहीं पे भी होता है तो इट विल बी एज अ ग्लोबल मेडिकल एमरजेंसी, ठीक है. Although the variola virus that causes smallpox has been eliminated and the last occurrence of smallpox was recorded in the 1977, ठीक है. 1977 में it was founded last in someone's body. After this time, doctors won't find this disease in anyone's body. The virus is still kept in laboratories. Many people are fearful that laboratory viruses can fall into the wrong hands. The reason for this is that instead of using conventional arms like bombs and missiles, viruses are used as weapon and spread among the public. This is called biological warfare. What they are saying, the diseases the virus of this disease is still present in the different laboratories, and the threat for people is that they feel like it goes in someone's hands who will misuse the virus of this disease. Because nowadays we can see that people or the nations avoid the war like by using bombs and missiles को यूज़ किए बगैर वो लोग दूसरी कौमों पर, दूसरे नस्लों पर, दूसरे मुल्कों पर हमला करते हैं. किस तरह से? ये बायोलॉजिकल वॉरफेयर के साथ, ठीक है, बीमारियों के ज़रिए से. समझ आई है आपको मेरी बात कि आप हथियार यूज़ ना करें किसी से लड़ाई करने के लिए, लेकिन आपने बीमारियां उसके लिए बना दी हैं कि ये बीमारियां, ये आपने वायरस उसके लिए क्रिएट कर दिया कि दिस वायरस कैन गो टू दैट नेशन। ठीक है, ज़ाहिर है ज़्यादा लोग बीमार हो जाएंगे तो ज़्यादा लोग काम नहीं कर सकेंगे, जब ज़्यादा लोग काम नहीं कर सकेंगे तो ज़्यादा इनकम नहीं हो पाएगी, इकॉनमी जो है वो वीक हो जाएगी, तो कंट्री जो है वो ग्रो नहीं करेगा। ठीक है, सो दिस वाज द lesson about the smallpox. Take a small lesson about the smallpox. And okay, now we are going to do exercise for it. Answer the following questions. How was smallpox eradicated? Eradicated means completely destroyed, ठीक है, या किसी से मुकम्मल तौर पर ख़त्म कर देना। Smallpox was now eradicated after a successful worldwide vaccination program. ठीक है, right, I am holding it, write down the answer. Number 2, list the signs and symptoms of smallpox. The rash appears on body, thus rash forms the small red spots. Also the affected person experience a fever, body ache, and in severe cases vomiting. And then number 3, how can you tell that a person is really suffering from smallpox? Red spots appeared on the patient's tongue. Number 4, what causes smallpox? The variola virus causes smallpox. Number 5, quote a phrase in the passage that indicates the seriousness of the disease. If a single case occurs again anywhere in the world, it will be spread as global emergency or global medical emergency. What is biological warfare? It means viruses used as a weapon and spread among the public. Spread means spelling of spreads are SPREAD, spread. Number 7, why are people concerned about dangerous viruses that are kept in the laboratory? They can fall into wrong hands. I am going to hold it. Pause the video and write it down on your activity books. ठीक है, move to the next page. Number 8, find out what the following words from the passage mean. Number A, contagious. Contagious means infection spread from one person to another. There isn't any slash. Infection spread, SPREAD, spread from one person to another. Vaccination, treatment with vaccine against a disease. Then virus, an infective agent. This is INFECTIVE, infective agent. Quarantined, a strict isolation imposed to prevent the spread of disease. Subsides, become less intense. Scabs, a dry, eliminated, remove. ठीक है, so students, this is it for today's class, and today we have completed our lesson number 3. ठीक है, and in our next class we will start our lesson number 4. Till that, stay safe, stay at your homes. Allah Hafiz students.